Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you're having a good day so far, wherever you are. Today's video is gonna be about some pretty interesting shit that happened to me yesterday. And that is that when I went riding around in Koh Samui, before I set off on my adventure, I actually had a goal in mind of something that I just wanted to see for myself. Because basically, what I'm talking about is in Thailand. Thailand is very much known for being having a wide variety of shit in the pharmacies. If you go to a UK pharmacy, getting antibiotics is like breaking out of Alcatraz. You gotta go to a GP, then you gotta go see a doctor, then you gotta go see the pharmacist. And by the time that you get your antibiotics, your leg's got gangrene and it's probably fallen off. Whereas in Thailand, fuck mate, anyone who tells you you need a prescription for antibiotics in Thailand is talking out their ass, talking shit. You can get a wide variety of stuff in Thailand with no prescription. Steroids, fucking Xanax, Valium, Tramadol, and also something which I've wanted to try for a while, which supposedly is really good for creativity and deep work sessions. It's not Ritalin, it's actually, what's the name of this shit again? My mind's drawn a blank. MODAFINIL. There's a couple of guys that I look up to in the male anti-establishment red pill sphere, which is kind of filled with fags a little bit, but there are some soldiers in there also. Now, a lot of guys will know about people like Andrew Tate and guys like that now, and Rollo Tomasi, but before these guys, there was a couple of OG two-tone soldiers, and there was two guys which maybe you know or maybe you don't know. The first one being Derek from More Plates, More Dates' business partner, Chris from Good Looking Loser, who had a load of legitimate advice on how to actually get some really nice vajayjay. He had a approach anxiety program. He had a shitload of products on there that you could grow the size of your Johnson. He had so much cool shit on there, and I loved watching that guy's content. Sadly, he doesn't make content anymore, which really does suck a big dick, but he's on to bigger and better things, so fuck it. Wish him well. Probably never meet him, but he really gave me a lot of optimism when I was living in the UK and I was down in the dumps, getting no pussy at all. He gave me a lot of optimism. And one of the guys he used to do business with back in the day was a guy who was called Victor Pride from Bold and Determined. And I remember listening to these guys' podcasts back in the day, back in the fucking dizzy. These podcasts are probably over 10 years old now. And basically, Victor Pride was making a shitload of coin, giving out similar advice to young men on how to get the most out of life. And he had some really good content online in his website, Bold and Determined. And basically, after a while, he had a real writer's block. And he really struggled writing up new things to even say in articles. And he was kind of just shoehorning shit in. And basically, he had a real comeback from his writer's block. And when he had this comeback, he attributed his newfound success to MODAFINIL. And he said that it gave him like real creativity and allowed him to do real deep work. And he was describing this shit like it's the pill of Limitless with Bradley Cooper. And I was thinking, fucking hell, I really want to try that shit because my productivity and my happiness are ubiquitously linked. And if I'm really productive, I'll feel really good in my soul. I'll feel splendid. So anything out there that can give me a little kick, even some people would call it a crutch, but fuck, if it gets me to the dance, and it allows me to do deep work and get the most out of life, fuck it, I want as many crutches as I can get my grubby little mitts on, because, people, I'm not trying to sound like some philosopher with this shit, but people always talk about adding more years to their life, but they don't talk enough about adding more life to their years. And that's what I'm looking for. If I live 50 years, but in that life I did everything that I set out to, then Bob's your uncle. That's enough for me. I'd like to live a bit longer than that, but the life and the years is more important than the years and the life. So I've just taken one of these now, and I'm going to try and do some work, and hopefully it's going to work out. Actually, earlier today, I came back to my computer and I saw that this new channel has got 120 views in the last 2 days. Bearing in mind I haven't told a single motherfucker about this channel, I am so happy about that. Back in the day, I had a YouTube channel that I poured my heart and soul into, and then I told all the people that I used to know in the place I was living, and it basically gave me this perfectionism complex where now that people who I knew about this shit, every video had to be perfect, and I'd only make a video once every 2 months, but the last few weeks I've been making a video pretty much every day, and man, I feel as though if I do the right things over the next few years, I can do some real cool shit with this life. I'm going to be really working hard over the next few years. I'm going to apply. I'm doing my university work now to get my second year in university, where they basically, in the UK, they give you these like amazing maintenance loans. They've got a stranglehold on the debt industry in the UK. If you've got an amazing business idea and you're 21 and you've just worked for 3 years, worked your socks off, and you say, oh yeah, I really want to fucking start a business, a men's lifestyle business, doing this, that, and the other, and you had an amazing business idea, they would not give you jack shit. If you're a young man, they wouldn't give you fuck all. But any fucking dumbass fucking woman can go and get a massive loan to go to university. They've got a monopoly on this shit, but the maintenance loans they give are fucking splendid. And I'm trying to get my second year at university so they can give me £13,000 over the year. And then I want to go to Australia, which has the highest minimum wage in the world, and work 60 to 80 hours a week and really start making some cheddar. That would be awesome. If I could get like 20, 30,000 in like 18 months from now, that would be splendid. But I love, that is one of the main amazing things about Thailand. You want antibiotics, you need them, here they are. You want steroids, you're an adult and you want to buy steroids, here they are. Here they are. Like, you don't have to jump through hoops or fucking do any of this shit, fucking break into Alcatraz. You know, there's a little bit of corruption out here, but fuck it. Like, I just had to pay fucking 40,000 baht for some old ass lady who fell off her scooter. It really wasn't my fault. She should have been wearing a helmet. It was my fault, but not entirely. Not 40,000 baht worth of my fault. The woman who was driving this shit was okay, as were both of the bikes, as was me. But some fucking old ass woman didn't have a helmet on and went and fell over like old cunts do. It's almost as though she shouldn't have been on that fucking scooter with no helmet, but hey ho, we go again, we move. At least she's not dead. At least I don't have a body on my record. I don't need that shit in my life. But anyway, if you watch to the end, thank you so much. If you work your socks off, we are really heading for some beautiful times ahead. Never give up your hope. Never.